In previous videos, I've taken a look at how some K-pop groups have leveraged unconventional or unexpected pathways to achieve success outside of Korea. Today, let's look at another way that's been used by multiple groups over the years. That's gaming. Gaming is heavily linked to K-pop in many ways, both big and small. For this video, I'm going to break down some of the biggest partnerships and collaborations between games, gaming companies, and K-pop groups. As always, I will only be talking about girl groups because that's all I can keep up with. In a later video, I'm going to talk about how gaming is also integrated into K-pop in hundreds of small moments of variety and behind-the-scenes content from idols. But today, I'm going to talk about the big stuff. In one of the first videos I made, I took a look at how I-DLE has managed to achieve success in the West despite lacking all the elements that are typically needed. I've received so many helpful comments from Neverland pointing out that I missed something important: the connection of I-DLE to gaming, specifically League of Legends and KDA pop stars. Members Soyeon and Miyeon collaborated with Madison Beer and Jaira Burns to be the voices behind the League of Legends avatars in the music video and augmented reality performance in 2018. I was actually familiar with KDA pop stars even before I was even introduced to I-DLE, and that's because it was a track on Beat Saber. It took a while for me to connect it to K-pop. KDA is not I-DLE since the group only includes Soyeon and Miyeon, but the promotional work KDA did has supported I-DLE's growth in the West, and the group regularly performs pop stars including on the recent tour and activities in Korea. I think we can say that it's an I-DLE song now. We can actually go back and take a look at what the response was when this video first came out. What we see is something very familiar to K-pop fans: the beginning of a new obsession. Learning about the members, learning about the music, listening to the song, then the group's other songs, and then a full-fledged obsession. K-pop is built to funnel fans in this way. Based on the comments on that previous video, many of these League of Legends fans stuck around and are now Neverland. Other groups are using gaming as a way to attract new fans as well.
You have to sneak up carefully and catch a Pokemon.
Okay, let's try this again.
Gotcha! Wanna be a legend? Pokemon Legends Arceus.
The Sserafim recently partnered with Overwatch 2 to produce a ton of content, including appearances and performances at BlizzCon, an MV, and an in-game trailer and skins, among other things. All of it centered around their English language single, Perfect Night. The group also appeared with Twitch streamer Valkyrae and did their own gaming at BlizzCon. Fear Not was probably not surprised about this partnership because Sakura has been known as one of the biggest idol gamers in the industry, even if the other members aren't so much. She specifically called out not wanting Yoonjin and Kazuha on her team for Overwatch because they suck.
어떡하지? 왜 불리해요?
둘 너무 못해서 진짜 너무 못해.
Sakura has been gaming for years, even before her time in IZ*ONE, and there are compilation videos to prove it. She even had her own streaming channel. I don't think we can see the full impact of this partnership yet, but we can guess a little based on how it all played out for I-DLE. We do know that Perfect Night has been topping the Melon chart in Korea, which is extremely difficult to do for an English song. There is some early evidence of new fans finding the group and liking what they hear. The content that centered around gameplay was especially effective and a more integrated approach than the idle League of Legends content. I think the collaboration between NewJeans and Riot Games was the least impactful of the three I want to talk about today. NewJeans has a lot of collaborations and huge brand deals, and it can feel like a new one is announced every day. Just this past year, we've had Coke, McDonald's, and Nike. So this gaming collaboration kind of slipped through the cracks. It seems likely that Riot Games was hoping for another smash like KDA Popstars, the kind of thing that is natural synergy that brings attention for the music and the game and the World Championship event. NewJeans recorded a new song called Gods and even performed it live at the opening ceremonies of the finals in November 2023. But it all kind of fizzled out after that. The MV has about a tenth of the views of KDA Popstars to date, and I know it's still new, but I don't see the same impact. NewJeans already has a pretty big Western popularity and even some mainstream name recognition. Instead of fans of LOL discovering a new group, we mostly had streamers and players who were already NewJeans fans getting excited to see them. The partnership somehow feels less organic, and the song is not really right for NewJeans or League of Legends. So after the success of KDA Popstars, other 4th-gen girl groups have followed that template and built on it to try to get that synergy between K-pop and gaming. This hasn't always been successful, but that doesn't mean the relationship between K-pop and gaming is going away. If anything, it's bigger than ever before. In a future video, I'm going to explore all the ways that gaming has become woven into the fabric of K-pop culture. And yes, I will break down the legend of Karina's status as the #1 Gardenscape player in Korea. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Bye!
집을 닫겠다며. 응. 미친 거 아니야?
꿈의 정원.
그래.
꿈의 정원.
닫겠다며.
발레. 저 대한민국 1등이에요.
언니가 무슨 시간이 있어?
시간 많죠?